shoe. Help me. I do have to work there. Daddy don't.
After playtime? Maybe. Maybe so. Well, good morning, friends, and welcome back to our little North Georgia cottage. I'm so glad that you're here. It is a Saturday morning. Last night we had a really fun family outing to celebrate because we are officially a diaper-free household, and we had promised our youngest that if she went 3 days with no accidents, then we could go to the jump park. Usually that means the girls get to jump, but last night it felt like a whole family celebration. It was like with every jump into every pit, just all of the prayers and frustration were being released, and we were just praising the good Lord because it has been quite a journey, but here we are and it feels really good. Today I wanted to take you along because we have a few things going on. First of all, we've been resetting the house this morning. We are working on making some breakfast because we are all getting a bit hangry. Then we may work on putting out some Christmas things, I don't know. And then this afternoon I actually have Christmas minis. So I've been trying to kind of get started with my little photography business as like a side hustle. Homemaking and staying home are my absolute top priorities. I want to be able to care for my family. Not that I do that perfectly all the time, but just nurture their bodies, their hearts, their minds. And then I would love to be able to supplement with some extra income, especially as we go into the holidays, but really just like all the time moving forward. We have a lot of dreams and hopes and aspirations that we would love to accomplish, and it's just going to take a little bit more than kind of what we've had recently. So I know that times are tough for everyone. We've been feeling it more and more over the last several months, but if I can kind of tap into some of the skills and hobbies that I have been developing over the past decade now, then I would love to be able to help out with some of that around our home and future as well. So I did not have a huge response. I had a lot that did fall minis, and that was only a couple weeks ago. So then being so close back to back is kind of challenging, as well as just getting started. But I'm really looking forward to this. We actually have some family friends through our church who are allowing me to use their property. I'm going to take pictures of their family in exchange for them letting me use their property. And then I'm going to go ahead and take our family's photos, hopefully. We're going to be the first ones that I do today so that I can kind of get a feel for the area where I'll be shooting at today. And then we'll also hopefully, fingers crossed, get our family's Christmas card pictures. And I'll just kind of figure out like how I want to do things with the other families. That way I'm prepared when they come. So lots going on. I just thought that I'd take you along and we would enjoy this. Since I've been doing daily vlog style videos recently, it's a bit easier to just take you along. I don't have to do quite as much planning, and then it feels more authentic to me as well. So I'm really glad that you're here. Let's go ahead and get going with this day.
Bacon and eggs. Is that what we're gonna do? That's my daughter.
They don't fit. If they don't fit, go ahead and pull them out. Okay, I'm not completely sure how Christmassy I want to go with this. I feel like I'm really cooking right now. I'm kind of going to let the girls decide, and then we'll just base the rest of our stuff around them. I'm doing these minis in an open field because I didn't want them to feel so Christmassy that people could only use these photos for Christmas cards. Like, I wanted them to be able to use them all year round. And technically you could do that with Christmas photos, and they may still come like completely decked out in reds and greens and be Christmas pictures anyways. But I know for me, especially if I was some of the families who had just done fall photos, I would want something a bit more timeless, a bit more like just could be used all year round, like could be framed, could be hung, just a little bit more versatile than just Christmas photos. However, the girls have mentioned that they wanted this. So we'll see. It's really quite something that we have this whole entire box with only Christmas clothes. There's a few things in here that are fall and Thanksgiving, but this is mostly Christmas. Yes. Okay. All those books are picked up. These were my favorite last year. They have little black leggings with red bows on the ankles. They wore these for their school Christmas pictures last year. I don't know that I'll get them to do it twice. This was mine when I was a baby. I don't think it'll fit either of my girls anymore. This one's so sweet. Has little bows on the sides. Okay. So much of this is pajamas. Any temptation I had to buy them matching Christmas pajamas is now gone. No need to waste money on that.
Why are you putting these together?
I need y'all to pick out which ones you want to wear. So like, y'all could wear the Grinch ones, or the Jesus ones, or the gingerbread and snowflake, or the Christmas trees and green and black, or the plaid and candy, or this one would be Annie wear the red one and you either choose nutcracker or trucks. So I just need y'all to figure out which ones you want to wear because you gotta agree. You think that one? Hang on, leave them there and let her come see.
10 max.
Okay, excellent. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. Good choice. Okay. Absolutely love that. Gave them a choice of all those outfits and Rosie chose the nativity scene one. So Annie was like, I don't care, Rosie can choose for me. That's how it goes. You catch it when you pull the thumb tack out. You ready to catch it?
Yes.
Wow.
I want
Good
yes.
catch. Those are thumbtacks.
That one's thumbtacks. Where are penguins?
So fall has been taken down and now we are moving on to Christmas. I have a big helper this morning. You sure you don't want to put it over your bed? Because then I have these bows and these rainbow ones too.
Yes.
We can put it all over your bed like we did last year. Okay, you can come get this over the fireplace, I think. Because I only have one of those. Everything I did in your room, I did in Annie's room too. So we have bows, and then those, and these. So yeah, let's start with that. Okay, sounds good. Draped like your lights are?
Yeah.
You want it to follow the same pattern?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's gonna go here.
Help yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
Am I will?
You might.
Also,
some, maybe.
I got all these. Oh.
Well, we're a little bit different, but it's okay. Because Annie.
Oh, you toy.
Don't pull on it.
Okay, die.
It's easy. I did, yes. That was the first step.
Never eats popcorn. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Let me do the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Let me do the.
Alright, so I have been trying to get our outfits figured out based on the girls' dresses. I just went with like a white sweater, and I actually found a handful of fall clothes that I knew I had but could not find them whenever I switched out my closet for fall. So I got like a camel orange rust-ish colored skirt. It matches the camels, the camel color skirt matches the camels on their little dresses. So that's what I'm wearing. Nicholas is going to wear some kind of like just knit sweater, quarter zip or button or something. I don't know. Trying not to get too much into like the creams and whites because we're in a field, which is, you know, all of it is cream and white other than like the trees in the background. I don't know if you can hear my kids, but they're being really silly right now and having a great time. So we're just letting it happen. Nicholas is watching football. He actually made us some hot dogs, and now I feel like I have hot dog in my teeth. But I need to go ahead and do something with my hair. All of my props, I think, are ready to go. I got batteries in my fairy lights for one of my wreaths, so that's good to go. Yep, and we've gotten some Christmas stuff done. I love that we're just doing it slowly, kind of as we go, and that it's not all like a mad dash or all having to happen in one day. It's a little harder because I can't quite remember like everything that I have. I do like getting everything out at the same time and then placing it from there, but for the sake of like actually letting the girls, or just Rosie today, help me, Annie was not really interested. For the sake of that, it is so much simpler to just say, okay, we're just doing the mantle today, or we're just gonna put the stuff up in y'all's rooms today. So I really have enjoyed that, and now it's easier to just like leave it as it is, and we'll come back to it later. I promised Rosie that after I get done with pictures tonight, we can maybe put some of our little houses up on the mantle. Those are some of her favorite things, and she asked if we could put one in her room this year. I told her we could probably work that out because last year I think our mantle held 6 and we have like 10. My dad would get one every single year for Christmas at the company that he used to work for 10 years. So we have quite a lot of those, and they're just so fun and classic. They're not anything that we play with, and Rosie knows that, but we're going to put it up kind of up on the top of her armoire wardrobe closet where her TV sits, so it shouldn't be of any concern that anything will get broken or messed up. But anyways, I'm getting tired, but I know that if I sit down I will crash. So I have a little bit of a leftover Coca-Cola from the other day, and I'm just going to sip on that while I do my hair. They're right there on that red tub.
That looks good.
Court?
The inside.
No. Guys, I just stood here and talked to this camera for a solid 4 or 5 minutes before realizing I did not even have a microphone plugged into it. So I don't know if any of that footage was just used. I'll figure it out when I edit later, I guess. But I just got back from minis, and what I was telling you was they went great. I was a little unsure because I used slightly different equipment this time around, but I just sat out in the truck and went through them, and I feel really good about the clients' photos. I started with my family, and we'll see if we got any decent family photos out of that one, because I was like having to set it up on a timer and running and not super familiar with the equipment I was using. So anyway, so it's just a whole thing. But the important part is that the clients turned out really, really good. I'm so excited to show you, or I'm not going to show you. I'm so excited to show them. And I'll show you if any of my families turned out well. I know I got some of the girls at least. So maybe something we can use for a Christmas card. But either way, I was planning on showing you more of the setting, the field. It was just so beautiful. I had not been out there at golden hour, so I didn't know exactly where the sun would set and where I would position my families as for the pictures themselves. But the sun set perfectly, like just off to the side, like the back side. It was like what kind of angle would that be? There's a cobweb up there. It was like this angle. What number is that? It was probably like 150 degrees from my camera is where the sun set, which was just perfect. The subjects were here and the sun was here behind, and it was just all working together, and it's so good. So anyways, like I said, I plan on taking you along for more of it, but it was rocking and rolling from the time we got there. Trying to figure everything out and get comfortable with the setup, and then like people just come early for mini sessions because the sessions are so short that they know like you got to get there early or else you're gonna miss your whole thing. So all of my clients just got there early and we moved right through them, and it was so sweet. This was the first time that I had actually taken pictures for clients that I did not know, and it was kind of nerve-wracking, but they were so kind, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm excited that this is growing, and yeah, that I'm getting more and more experience, and I just can't wait. My family friends that own this field, this property, there's several beautiful spots on this property. So like we took pictures today in the field, and there's an old barn in that field that we kind of used some, but then they also have like this large lake pond back behind their house that geese fly on and over, and you can walk all the way around it. And then their front yard has these massive trees, but they're spaced out. It kind of reminds me of like St. Simon's, where it has those really big mossy oak trees. These aren't mossy, but they're so pretty. And they said like especially in the spring it's really pretty when everything starts to bloom out. So they have told me that I'm welcome to use their property anytime that I want, just to let them know. And they have gates that they can open from their phone, and I just it's so sweet. Like it is so sweet. So anyways, I'm just super grateful, and I love how the Lord is kind of just putting things into place. And of course I never want to like wear out my welcome and take advantage of them offering that, but I am just so grateful to have that opportunity, and then to have been able to shoot there tonight so that I can kind of be more familiar with a place to go. If I have clients that want the open field backdrop, I know exactly where to go and what time of day to take them, and where to have them stand, and just all of the things. So now I'm ready to get out of these clothes, and I need to edit my TikTok for today. I try to do a daily TikTok with usually one day off each week. I found that one day off each week doesn't mess up the algorithm too much. If I take off more than that, sometimes I will if it's just absolutely necessary, because while I'm not making money over there, I am growing steadily and doing fairly well. So like I want to be consistent and not like ruin anything, but at the same time, if it's for the sake of my family or my mental sanity, then it's just not worth it. I do have one that I filmed this morning that I need to edit and upload over there, and then I need to eat something. I'm kind of starting to get a headache. And yeah, I'm helping with leading worship tomorrow, so I need to go over our songs and also make a social media post for our church. So that's kind of what I have on the rest of today. But the first thing that I want to do is get in comfy clothes and take this makeup off. I know that I'm getting old because taking makeup off is the thing that I look forward to the most in my daily routine. I am most likely going to put it on every morning, but I cannot wait until time to take it off. And honestly, earlier the better. So I'm gonna go do that. I don't know where my family is. I was half expecting them to like jump out and scare me or catch me off guard while I was filming this, but I think they might be next door at my brother and sister-in-law's house. And while I love them, I got things to do here because I also need to like start on editing these photos. So I'll take you along for some of that. Maybe, you know, I said that I would take you along for my minis and left you in the car. No, I had you. I just had you on a different setting. So anyways, let's change and get comfy. Nicholas just sent me a text message and said, buffalo wings and mozzarella sticks in freezer. We're coming home soon. So I guess I need to preheat the oven, but also I was like, oh shoot, yes, thank you. Because we are about to have some football food while we watch football. The Bulldogs come on in just an hour. I don't even know what this oven's supposed to be on. Hold on. Let me sit you down. You guys, this is anything but graceful around here. Okay, 450. You know this has microwave oven instructions. Don't do that. Don't. It's not, I mean, this is already like gonna be dollar store quality. But from a friend to a friend, if you microwave it, you are not getting your money's worth. Ask my kids and they'll tell you otherwise. They like microwave corn dogs, microwave nuggets, all of that. They like it better in the microwave than in the oven. And I don't know where we failed or what we did wrong, but they are incorrect. It needs to be in the oven. I'm gonna be really honest with y'all. I devoured those little buffalo wing bites and the mozzarella sticks. They were all so good. I was gonna like let the camera eat first, but no, I ate first. And I sat down, started editing pictures, and I'm not at all gonna show you the picture that my husband took of me because I fell asleep sitting straight up on the couch with the laptop in my lap, waiting on Lightroom to like process and do some of its things. Finally, I was like, okay, I'm just going to bed. I was so tired, and it has taken me all of this week to get around to actually filming an outro for this video. So I apologize. I did finally get all of my pictures edited and very excited about that. All of my galleries have now been delivered. But beyond that, it has been quite an eventful week. Just a quick update because this might affect things moving forward if I had to guess. My grandmother, who lives on our property just right behind our house, she has a house as well. My girls spend a lot of time there. They go back and forth between our houses every day after school. They love to go see Granny, all these things. Okay, my grandmother has had a stroke. She had one yesterday, and so we spent all of last night, my mom and I, at the hospital with her. They transferred her to a different hospital today, which is more suited to be able to care for her in the way that she needs, and she is having a lot of tests run. She's very disoriented and has been since the onset of these symptoms. That's what she had, no symptoms other than disorientation, but it's severe. And so when how she's feeling now is how she's felt all along. She recently had surgery, so that's kind of eliminating her from some of the intervention methods that they would typically go for in a stroke patient in order to eliminate the blood clotting. So we are just trying our best and praying through this that God gets rid of the blood that's on her brain, and that then we are able to see kind of what the residual effects are going to be and begin therapies and whatever that looks like. So I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know how many days she's going to be in the hospital. I don't know. I just have no idea what the next while is going to look like, because when she comes home, it'll mostly be my mom and I helping take care of her. My uncle is involved as well, but he lives out of state, so he's kind of going to be helping as much as he can. But my mom and I live right here close by. I mean, literally, I'm in the same yard as my grandmother, and this was the plan when she moved here, so that we would all be closer, so that we could all help take care of each other. And so with that being said, I'm going to try my best to keep posting like I usually do, but especially with the holidays coming up, the girls will be with me more, obviously. I mean, it sounds like they're always gone, but like I said, they just run back and forth a lot. So I don't know how much I'll be able to vlog, film, edit, all of the things that go with that. And then I'll also be spending a chunk of my time helping however I'm needed with my family and its needs, my family outside of this house, as I just was trying to explain. Clearly, we've not had a lot of sleep. I got home at 4 o'clock this morning and took a shower and then got in bed and slept a few hours. Thankfully, my husband's family is nearby and they are so very helpful. I tell you, it's always the most random and unexpected things with my family in particular. Not that long ago, if you've been around for a while, it was about 2 years ago now, I came to you guys explaining that my dad had a routine knee replacement surgery, and a couple days later he passed in his sleep from a blood clot, is what they suspect. My grandmother yesterday morning had cataract surgery and did fine all day. I stayed with her all day, and then about an hour after I left to come home and eat dinner with my own family and get the girls ready for school the next day, we went to lock up her house and everything and check on her, get her ready for bed, and that's when we recognized things were not as they should be. So we have been told that the cataract surgery did not directly correlate to this. The timing is very coincidental though. So anyways, it just makes me that much more aware, because of my own family and our experiences, to never neglect to pray for someone just because they're having a routine procedure. I don't know, you just get so used to hearing about things that then it becomes like, oh, this is something people do every day. It's not going to be a big deal. And so, I don't know, there's a fine line, there's a balance in between the two, but I don't mean to weigh everybody down with that. I just wanted to share a little update of where we have been, what we are currently spending our time doing, where we're at, and where I might be over the upcoming months throughout the holiday season. Just, you never know with lingering effects from a stroke. You know, it could be just a few days, it could be a few months, it could be a few years. You never know. So we are just very much along for the ride, and I am so grateful that you chose to spend part of your day here with me. I hope that you've had a wonderful week and that you're having a great day wherever you're at, and I'll catch you next time. Bye guys.